Hello, welcome to this tutorial on changing your memory allocation for VMware Fusion on a MacBook computer. So the problem that we're trying to fix over here is when you install VMware Fusion on your MacBook and also want to use Windows for doing Windows side of things on your MacBook, by default, when VMware is installed, unless you've made a lot of changes to your settings, what it does is it only allocates one processor core to your Windows side of things, and only about 1024 megs of RAM for the Windows to run. So let me show you where you find those settings. So I'm going to go to my VMware Fusion menu and go to Virtual Machines and click on Settings. Now this will only be activated if your Windows is shut down on your MacBook and you are coming back to the Mac side, and you can see the VMware Fusion menu up at the top. So again, under Virtual Machine, click on Settings. In the list of icons, you want to click on Processors and Memory. So here you'll see, as by default, when I installed VMware Fusion, I hadn't changed the default settings. So my processor was one processor core, and my memory was about 1024 megabytes. So let's change that so that we allocate more memory and a little bit more processor power to VMware so that it can run Windows successfully. With these settings, Windows will run fine. The problem happens when you start launching more applications on the Windows side of things. So if you're doing a lot of Windows-based, let's say Office-based stuff on the Windows machine, you're going to start running into issues. So the two fixes that I recommend is change the processor from 1 to 2 processor cores. And then memory, so I'm using a Mac which has about 8 gigs of RAM on it, which is why you can see 1024 is recommended. And then I have this much remaining for my Mac. So I'm going to split those two. So I'm going to have right about, let's say, around 4000 megs of memory assigned to my Windows side of things, so that I still have almost 4 gig remaining for my Mac side of things. Now remember, this allocation only happens when you are running Windows and Mac together simultaneously. If you're done with your Windows side of things, you exit out of Windows, you shut down, or you quit your VMware Fusion, and when you come back to the Mac side completely, all your memory and your processors are given back to the Mac. So you will not notice any performance issue on your Mac side once you've completely exited out of VMware Fusion. Once the settings are in, go back to this main menu. You can X out over here, and that should do it. You can hit play, try it out, and hopefully you'll see some difference on the performance. Thank you for watching.